I think from the principle, what I see a lot, especially in Switzerland, there's no one-fits-all recipe. So it's by industry, there are some horizontal topics where you can get excellent at digital, but every company has to define a strategy. And it can be a strategy, we don't have a strategy, but you need to have a strategy and then you measure it. To find the right KPIs is certainly challenging, but it's very important. If you don't measure what you do, you never know if you're successful or not.
Sure. Maybe can you elaborate on the KPIs you have at Microsoft?
For us, we have different KPIs, obviously. So there's one KPI that's key to us. How are we internally getting more efficient? The other KPI is, let's say, the pace of innovation. We're measuring how fast are we able to deliver success, so new products, new services. And the third KPI, that's actually the most important one, is all the KPIs around, how much talent can we attract to the company and how happy are people working for us.
Let me say two interesting projects at ETH. Okay, one is in an area that it's somehow not expected. Okay, we know that building industry is going industry on a little bit slower pace than the others in terms of improvement of the efficiency. So there's a great project, a project I like, is related to put digitalization in architecture and also civil engineering in two aspects. Of course, the design aspect, but also the building aspect. Let robots help to build buildings. And this frees the architects from the previous constraints that humans need to build these buildings. Another thing that I like a lot is a project called Cyan. I think we all know that digital transformation has also the risk of security and cybersecurity. So it's a project that is currently in discussion in many places all over the world and also Swiss banks. What does it do? It secures the internet in the sense that it's provably resilient against certain attacks like denial of service, but also rerouting of packets.
I think you have a lot of examples where media companies then entered first adjacent spaces. So marketplace business always has been a part of the media industry when you look at the classifieds business, and so you have a lot of examples like Ringier or Axel Springer or Tamedia, etc., that cover that space today very successfully and develop these marketplace business models in other verticals than just the traditional jobs, automotive or real estate portals where all that started actually. And on the other hand, you have internationalization approaches. So if you look at a company like Naspers that started somewhere in South Africa and now is one of the major investors in companies like Tencent or Avito in Russia. So looking for a completely different way to diversify the business and to go abroad and enter new regions.
You have a dual transformation. I think when you are able to transform your core business to a new level, I think that's one point. And the other point is when you are able to define new business where you can produce new growth, maybe adjacent business or based on your assets. So I think that's, for me, the two main points.
Successful digitalization is when we can create an easy to handle solution. If it's an application or another solution, then I think it's a successful solution. And we have to make life easier for our customers. That's what we want to do.